journey gives and then it takes. It don't only give you, it takes from you. To even have the chance to do something, you should know that something is going according to plan. Give me what's due. That's the price out here for the hustle. God way the bless man. From a joker to a king. God way get the deck where he shuffle. So if I did some debts for you, you for fucking pay me. So say my guy, he go day me.
Just a convo. Yo, welcome to the show, my guy.
Yo.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. You are the first, guest we are having on the show.
I am?
Oh, yeah, for real.
For real?
Yeah. I know you are a musician and all that.
Yeah.
But then, for the sake of our viewers, who is Clem?
Klemie N. I go by Klemie N.
Okay.
That's the name attached to the music that I make.
Mm-hmm.
I make music. I create content.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a creative director.
Okay.
At New Draft School.
Mm-hmm.
That is starting to pick up. We make things from, clothes.
Okay.
And the things ideas that we have birthed, that it's still growing up inside the womb that will come out.
As a creative person,
Yeah.
right? How has the journey been so far?
Okay, so I'm grounded in myself.
Okay.
I'm not overly expectant of,
Okay.
what's coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of what I give.
Yep.
And even though I do have some expectations as a human being,
Mm-hmm.
The journey gives and then it takes. It don't only give you, it takes from you.
Okay.
There are some things that you're supposed to give, and then there are some things that you're supposed to be blessed
Mm-hmm.
with, as you go through this hustle thing. So I just take it as it comes.
Has there been a time, right, when you as a creative feel like this thing is not really going as I planned, so let me dog this, let me focus on something else, let me ditch this music thing and focus on something else?
Yeah.
Has there been a time like that in your creative journey, and how did you deal with that?
Well, if if I have to get to a point where I feel like, all right, I'm going to I'm doing too much and I'm getting so little out of it, and that it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Like I said before, if you believe that what you're doing is something that you're supposed to be doing, then you should do it.
Yeah. I'm asking this because of your EP, the title of your EP, right?
Okay.
Everything is going according to plan.
Yeah.
I think it could only be that you were in a space and eventually you came to a realization for you to give your EP that kind of title.
Okay, so that's what you got out of it.
Yes, that everything is
that.
going according to plan. Could it be that you were in that space? That's why you give.
I gave it that title.
That title.
Well, okay.
And if that is not the case, what was the thought process? What went into choosing that title for your EP?
You see, I like the way you could just read it and then have all these understanding about it, that there was an awakening or something.
Yeah.
Well, everything is whatever that's going on. If it's bringing a bad outcome or a good outcome, with everything, the outcome is not your place. So it's a kind of something that when you hear it, it sits with you and you be like, man, God's plan. Because who else's plan could it be?
Mm-hmm.
And we rode that wave, and today we're here.
Is it that you have now realized, looking back from how you started and all the works you've put in this far, that's far, you realize that,
I've come too far to quit.
You are connecting the dots. It's beginning to make sense now. So was that the inspiration for the title of the project?
To even have the chance to do something, you should know that something is going according to plan. You don't need an awakening.
I want to take you back a little bit, right? At what point did you realize that, okay, I could do this music thing?
Yeah.
Or at what point did this start? I know people say, okay, they started when they were in their mother's womb, they started in the church choir and all those things. Is that is it the same story for you?
No.
Where did all these music things start?
In 2021, I released my first EP. this is good. That's like the first time I released like music, right?
Okay.
And I didn't want to release like one, so I worked on it and then I put that out. So, you know, this is a build up on that one.
Okay.
So it's a belief thing. That okay, so as I did this, I'm doing this. So that's what I said about like if you have the chance to do it, then things are going according to plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
How difficult is it, right, promoting an EP? I'm convinced to believe that you are not on any level right now.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So how difficult is it promoting an EP as a solo artist compared to say a single?
With like me knowing you, it's like, you know, I know that like we'll get to know each other like with time, right? In anything. Say if you met like a new person, right? But like with my music, if you come into contact with it, like, you know, the potential is supposed to, you know, tell you the range at which like he can go, you know. He can maneuver through all these like loops and holes and like and still be himself.
Yeah. So you said you said something when you were speaking that it's like, as let's say we've met, right? We get to know each other as time goes on. So would you say you releasing an EP as a solo artist rather than singles is a way of like, let's say, documenting your journey as at that moment? So which maybe a single couldn't cover. So you decide that okay, my journey at this moment is too huge for a single, so let me document it in an EP form.
Yeah, well, it's a good way to think about it. I think I could say it's like you're saying. Music takes time. Like, it does. Yesterday, like, I think I was online and I heard something about, like, the average person would be, like, you know, correct me if my stats are wrong, but, like, you know, by 30 years, you stop listening to, like, new music.
Yeah. We don't know any stats yet, so anything you say is correct.
You know, you stop listening to new music.
Yeah.
So, it's like, now, like the music that you've been able to like digest, now you're going to listen to them over and over again, and then
for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and then like at every, you know, 10 of events that you have or you face in your life, right? If you listen to the same music again, you'll be like you have a different meaning or like a deeper meaning as to you had like initially when you listened to it.
How's your creation process like?
Okay, so
take us to the studio.
Usually, most times it starts like this. Like, maybe I have an idea about a song. Okay. Sometimes it's just the words, you know. It just comes into your head and then you have to, like, build on it. Sometimes, too, you just hear a track and then you're inspired to just go through it. And then you listen to the track and then you're like, okay, this thing gives me this kind of feel, you know, and then you put your emotion to it as it's going.
Am I safe to say you mostly get inspiration from maybe the things going on in your life? Like, mostly that's where your inspiration comes from for your projects.
That's how it makes it true, you know? Yeah. Like, with whatever that you go through, you know, what you see daily, you put it in your art. Yeah. And that's what makes it. Absolutely.
So it's not like an abstract something. It's something along the way you are telling a story, you are documenting your journey and all that.
Or sometimes too, there's like a message that you want to put
across. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So
for you, it has to be important to you first.
Yeah. So I know you said
that's how powerful the music is. Like you don't just say anything.
Music is actually powerful.
Yeah. So it's like you know. It has to come from some place.
There are some times where you are in a situation, you could listen to certain kind of music and you are kind of relieved. It's not like the problem is already solved. It's solved, but then it kind of relieves you a little bit. I don't know whether you've experienced that thing before. You're in a situation, sometimes maybe you are down or something. You listen to certain songs and you feel some kind of upliftment.
Yeah. That's the power it has. Like it can take you from one point to the other. You can change your emotion just like that.
So I normally say music is more spiritual than we might think.
Yeah, it's the most like material form of art, you know. So it's like you can't see it, you can't touch it, but it's always present with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. What would you say has been some of your challenges?
Okay, like being able to like fund for your projects, you have to make certain sacrifices. You don't just you're paying your rent, you're going through this, you're paying your other bills, and then this music, and like it's also something that's very dear to your heart.
Yeah.
So it's like having a child. You have to fend for it.
Everything is going according to plan. How many tracks are on the EP?
This is a 7-song, 7-track.
Yeah. You could
project.
have just closed your eyes and make it an album. Add like 5
Well,
extra.
See, I wanted to give good, but not too many. The songs aren't that long.
Okay.
But it fits whatever. If I don't have to say too much, I won't put it in the song.
Exactly. Which song?
I don't talk too much.
Which song on the album, right?
Yeah.
Or on the EP, right? So we have these are the songs on the EP, right?
Sure.
We have
Fremi, I'm winning.
yeah,
Number 1.
and then
Number 2 is
Dachi.
Dachi.
That's the Future.
Yeah.
What space were you in, right?
Yeah.
Writing Future. What message were you trying to
All right.
put across
So
there?
with that song, like it's very easy to understand.
Yeah.
That it means if you have dreams and then you sleep on it, like whatever is going to happen in the future, like you're not gonna know, So it's like you can't really tell if you sleep on your dreams. You wouldn't know. Oh, if I did this, this is what could have happened.
Yeah.
So just don't sleep on your dreams.
Yeah. So that is number 2 on the EP,
Right.
according to Spotify, how it's arranged here on my Spotify,
Yeah.
right?
I did that.
You did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3 is Style Bender.
Yeah.
Is it the name
Yeah.
Style Bender?
Yeah.
Is he an inspiration from the Nigeria kickboxer?
Yeah. He's actually, he's a top favorite, like
Yes.
sportsman.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
my favorite fighter.
Yeah.
Actually.
What were you trying to say in Style Bender?
The essence of it is like, be like the water,
Okay.
or be like the elements.
Oh, okay.
And like,
don't box yourself.
yeah, absolutely. Like flow with it.
Just allow yourself.
So the music was just flowing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
And then number 4, which is my favorite.
Right.
Yeah. It's actually my favorite. Like when I was listening to the EP, I got there, I was like, yo, I love this
For
song.
real.
Yeah.
Like, coming from you, I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Love this
man.
song. Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I love the fact that like you were basically talking about how like maybe basically you can just do your best and leave the rest to God.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And be thankful
Yeah.
and all that. And like in a way at the end, right? I don't know if that was you or that was the guy who did the how do they call it? Is
Okay.
it monologue or something?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. And he was basically saying like what I took from that is like don't be delusional about life.
Yeah.
Life is real.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You are going to face certain things in life.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean everything is over.
Uh-huh.
Those things are just happening to make you stronger.
Absolutely.
Like things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Those things are happening to prepare you for like your next step.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't really see it as like, oh, it has ended for me.
Yeah.
But rather take that as a building block
Yeah.
and build on it and make you stronger.
Absolutely.
That is what I took from it. That's
Yeah.
what makes it a favorite for me.
There was this time, like how that came about,
Yeah.
right? Like, I was contemplating,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I felt like I could do almost anything, but
Yeah.
like what to go with it,
Yeah.
right? And I had faced this situation that really put me down, and so like I got that voice note, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't planned for the music or anything,
Okay.
so it was here way before the music.
Okay.
So like every now and then, like I would listen to it.
Oh.
So as I was making that music, I didn't want to like do too much on it. Just give it like a trajectory, and then have like the world listen to what I listened to
Yeah.
when I needed listening to.
Interesting.
And then
Yeah.
it's just too comfortable.
You know, that's
He
why
helped you so he can help somebody too.
Absolutely.
Exactly. That's why in the beginning
Yeah.
I asked you whether you were in a space or you were in a state that prompted this project and then
Yeah.
the title of the project. So you get where I'm coming from
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
You didn't do wrong.
Number five number 5 on the EP is This One Life.
Yeah.
Basically, what I got from that song is you have only one life, right? So whatever you want to do, do it, start.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Correct me if that is not the storyline. That's not the message you are getting at. That's how people interpret music differently.
Yeah.
How it gets to them.
Yeah.
This is how it gets to me, that we have only one life. So whatever you want to do, instead of you giving excuses, having 1,000 reasons why you wouldn't want to do that, do it.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't get a second chance again.
Yeah.
Was that the message you were actually trying to get across?
I can't even take from what you said. Like, I can't take anything from it because, like, it's almost all in there.
Yeah.
Like, exactly as you said it, Yeah.
And then the 6th song on the EP is Gatekeep.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Alright, so that's also one of my favorite tracks on the EP. So it also, like, it tells about, like, there's the heddle. Yeah. There's gatekeeping everywhere, So now that we're aware of it, we don't need key to, like, open and get to the side that they are blocking, We've climbed walls, like, we've dug tunnels, whatever heddle that was, like, stopping us, we've gotten over it. So, we climb walls, we dig tunnels, sun up to sun up. Like, we don't stop. We keep going. Yeah. However it is.
But I know the whole concept of gatekeeping thing doesn't really make sense to me, right?
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I think it's a product of greed.
Like those who gatekeep.
Well,
here's the thing, right? Like, if there's ever a chance, right? Yeah. There's ever a time that you feel as if someone's gatekeeping you from getting to the other side or something. It's almost like real life manifesting itself in a human form. So does it stop you?
No,
absolutely. So it be like they gatekeep, but since we are wakey, we know the hierarchy. So that's the message.
Interesting. And then the last one, right, which is pray.
Right.
Yes. What were you praying about?
I wasn't praying. The music is to remind you to pray. Again, it's almost like stating the obvious, something that is not, too intricate. Yeah. Before you start whatever hustle, before we started this, we said a prayer. Yeah. Right? So just pray. And then it has, like, one of my favorite verses that I ever heard before on there. Yeah. So that's like a track that
we have favorite verse, right?
Yeah.
Give us a freestyle.
On that favorite verse. It says, Obra bommy, we there in your chest, call him dummy. Mommy said my bemu bua, sufre wunyame. One thing she taught me, boys no be family, but I met a couple way past blood. I call them family. Accra State Bar plan, rule number 1 for hustle. Instagram pressure, know your branding. Build just a muscle. If you strat at a take job, give me what's due. That's the price out here for the hustle. God way the bless man. From a joker to a king. God way get the deck where he shuffle. So if I did some debts for you, you for fucking pay me. So say my guy, it go day me.
Yeah. Yeah. And if they break your hearts too, stop crying.
My guy, Sakode must be shaking wherever he is right now.
Most musicians, their style is influenced by, like, certain materials they've listened to growing up and all that, right? What kind of materials do you listen to, and what materials influence your style of music, right? And how will you describe your style of music?
Okay, I would say I make good music, great music if you may, but, like, I wouldn't call it this or that. I would say good music with, like, elements of rap.
Okay. Has there been a time where you've written a song and you feel like, no, this song, I don't fit into this song, let me give it to this person. Yeah. This person fits this sound.
Yeah, well, sometimes you know who fits the sound, but like maybe they may be too big to reach at the time. Yeah. So it's like you have it, but like it doesn't sound for you like the way you want it to be. So you feel as if like, okay, so and so like sounds would be better at this track.
Everything is going according to plan.
Right.
Where can we get it? Well, and where can we find Clem?
It's out on all, the music is out on every streaming platform. If you should search for Everything Is Going According to Plan, you'd see it with a very nice cover art.
What talking about the cover art, right?
Yeah.
What's the story behind the cover art?
Okay, it's almost as if it's impossible
Yep.
that like you have a bird fly above the sun.
Oh, okay.
So when you look at it, it's like, okay, so what's the message behind this? It just means go as high as you can, If you're not bent, keep going high.
Okay.
Because everything is going according to plan.
Okay. And there's that supernatural force behind you pushing you.
Absolutely.
So keep going.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so back to where we can get everything that is going to according to plan and where we can
Yeah,
find
it's out on Apple Music, Spotify,
Yeah.
Pandora, Amazon Music,
Audio Mac,
YouTube, everywhere. Yeah.
So on this on all these platform, right?
Yeah.
The same name.
Yeah, Klemie N.
Okay.
Klemie
N. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Your social medias. Where can we find you? Are you on Twitter, Instagram?
Yeah, I'm everywhere at
Facebook.
Yeah, Klemie, but it's spelled at KLXMIE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tinder.
Well, look for me. If you find me, then you're lucky.
All right, yo, Klemie, Charlie, thanks for coming, man.
Man, thanks for having me.
It's been a
man.
pleasure, man.
Look,
I know, like, you're a busy person, but then you took time off your busy schedules.
Hey.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
I'm very thankful that you had me.
Yeah.
Like, it means a lot.
Yeah.
It means that, it's a message that whatever like work I put in, you are willing to give me your platform to come here and then,
Sure. We are always here anytime. Anytime you feel like passing through, Charlie, just holla. Yeah. It's been just a convo with Uncle Laya and Didi. Clem, thanks for passing through. We out. Peace.